Alright, hello. This is again the Quiz 4 review and mid-semester review for AWC's Chem 151 Supplemental Instruction. We're going to be answering some short questions about the periodic table. So let's get that periodic table out again. So this one. You can use this one. What type of element is chlorine? So we see chlorine over here. This is our group 17. We know these are halogens. What about oxygen? Oxygen's right here. This is on our non-metals. And iron's right here. It is a metal because we stop at non-metals about up here, but it's got a special name. It's a transition metal. What is another name for the lanthanides and actinides? When we go down here, we see our lanthanides and actinides. These are in the inner part of the transition metals. These are not transition metals, but they are inner transition metals. There's a difference between these transition metals and these. These are inner transition metals. That's another name for our lanthanides and actinides. If oxygen has a -2 charge, how many electrons, protons, and neutrons? Well, let's look at oxygen. This is our atomic number. That tells us it has 8 protons. This is our atomic mass, or our mass number. This tells us it has 16 protons and 16 neutrons. I'm sorry. This tells us we have 16 is equal to the protons plus neutrons. I'm sorry. So if we know that this is 8 protons, then 16, we round this out to a whole number. 16 minus 8 is 8 also. So there's 8 protons and 8 neutrons in oxygen. So let's write that down quick so before we forget it. So there's 8 protons and there's 8 neutrons. We found that using our atomic number and our mass number. Now let's look at electrons. Well, in a elemental form of just about any element, the protons are equal to the number of electrons. But because we know that oxygen has a -2 charge, we know that means that we're going to have a different number of electrons. So because it looks sort of like this, and we have a small number, let's write what this looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are protons. And just our elemental form, this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just put another one in there. 8 electrons. But because we actually have 2 more electrons, that shows us that we have a -2 charge. That's just a way to visualize it. And so we would say then that there are 10 electrons in oxygen. You could also think of it as, because electrons do have a negative charge, if it has a negative, it's going to have more electrons. If it has a positive charge, it's going to have less electrons. So that is the end of the periodic table questions for the Quiz 4 review and mid-semester review.